Hey, you guys, what's that guy doing there? And welcome to the Steele Wars Hyperchat. Doing it live, early. It's normally the Patreon Q&A today, but I had a spare half an hour or so to do it live. So I thought I would do that. Hey, everyone. Hope you are well. Hey to Bobby and Mr. Rez who have made it to the live chat. They got their alerts. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm having a good day. Why have I dropped out? I've dropped out, God, on my birthday. 0 days without a technical incident. That was some weird streaming thing, though. So, hey, it's like Han Solo said, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's never my fault. Thank you, Bobby. So, birthday, right? And I got a sleep in, which is a huge gift as a parent of a 2-year-old boy. Quite the gift. And then I woke up about 9:30, got my coffee, got a little bit of raisin toast delivered by my little boy Harry. And then Jackie is taking Harry for a little bit of a walk at the moment. And so I had a little bit of time. But while Jackie was getting ready for the walk, I thought, it's my birthday. Harry gets to watch whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Not whenever he wants. Yeah, he likes his Fireman Sam, his word party, all that sort of stuff. But I thought, no, it's my birthday. I'm going to do what I want. So I put on Star Wars A New Hope. Fast forwarded past all the credits and the scroll and all that sort of stuff. The crawl. Went straight to the Star Destroyer opening. Because, straight to the good stuff. This kid, he's not into sizzle. He wants the steak. So we go straight to it. As the Star Destroyer is going halfway over the screen, that infamous shot that in 1977 in Times Square in a theater blew away a very young Samuel L. Jackson. Changed movie history. I'm like, what? What's this 2-year-old's reaction going to be to this? Halfway as it's going over, he just whispered. I didn't even think he'd pay any attention to it. Normally, if it's not his, he's just like, nah, I'm hitting the toys. Halfway over, he just sort of murmurs to himself, wow. He's killing me. All I have to say is, when it comes to parenting and Star Wars fandom, that moment was, this is why we do it. I was very happy. So then I'm like, I didn't even realize he was going to watch it. I've got to get my camera and film. This is a remarkable moment in my life anyway. And he made me very proud with this. Let's get it up here.
Are Yoda in there?
He might be.
No, but Yoda. Are Yoda in there?
He drops his first horrible Star Wars theory. I was so proud. So, people like they want Grogu, Baby Yoda, to be in the Bad Batch somehow. Or maybe he can be, but I actually don't want him to be in. And I actually replied to someone with this as the thought of that happening. That was my interpretation. But hey, if they do it right. But better theory, Darth Vader had baby Grogu, baby Yoda on board at the start of A New Hope. Hey, that's now my headcanon. Very happy with that. And David Lozano says, epic. Bobby Gordon says, I have a 9-month-old daughter. I can't wait for those moments. Proud dad moment. Kieran says, just like his old dad. I'm glad that Kieran's forgiven me for that controversy over the predictions and stuff like that. So that is good. Hey, I had a few other things. Just it's my birthday, so I'm just showing you things that I like. I will do a Patreon question eventually. So everyone's doing these Tune Me things, right? Where you like put in your user pick on Twitter and it makes a tuned version. So I thought I'd do this. I thought I'd do a Tune Me Toro. Look at Toro. He could be in the Bad Batch and he'd look just like that. That's way better than having Grogu in there. Come on. Drew H, give me the birthday present of someone that agrees with me. I don't want to see baby Grogu in animation. Sam Carey, happy birthday, Steele. Hey, Sam, hope you're doing good, dude. Griffin gives a happy birthday shout out. Thank you. And then I had this one little thought today. A great metaphor. And that is that Attack of the Clones is Star Wars' version of the McRib. That won't get any bigger. Oh, it just stopped. There you go. And if you're just listening to the Patreon audio, it's a GIF of Homer eating a Krusty Burger ribwich. But it just reminds me so much of it's such a weird thing to say. It reminds me so much Attack of the Clones and the McRib. They're just like they're bad, but they're the best. Do you know what I mean? Because I saw a tweet that was going around about why can't we just admit this is a good film about Attack of the Clones? And my thought was, what if you think it is actually a bad film, but it's one of your favorites? Much like the McRib. I know it's terrible. I love it. Thank you, David. Again, the gift of agreeance. That analogy makes sense. Ed Alton says, too much barbecue sauce in the Droid factory. Hey, listen, wrong. That analogy doesn't make sense because you can never have too much barbecue sauce on your McRib. Listen, if you get some of these McRibs that are coming out like this year, they're not dipping them. You get it, and it's barely a skerrick of barbecue sauce, and you're in your car. Devastated. That was good clip work, everyone. I hope we appreciate that. So I'm going to retweet the tweet with his video in it. Hello, everyone on Twitter that sees that retweet. All right. Let's do some Patreon questions. Bobby Gordon says, I've never had a McRib. Well, imagine going through life never watching Attack of the Clones, because that's how it feels for your taste buds, Bobby. Get one up ya. Kermit the Pog says, we've not had a McRib in the UK since 2015. I was in Germany in 2015 and they had it and I copped one. So I wonder if that was part of the same European rollout of McRibs, or Germany just has McRibs 24/7. They did have a lot of weird things like little pickles that were deep fried or something, and cheesy bite nugget things. So they're doing things their own way in McDonald's Germany. All right, let's go to a question. And you're probably thinking, hey, we're going to talk about Star Wars now. Finally, although we have been talking about Star Wars, but mainly McRibs. But the first one up from Bobby Gordon, who's in the chat, who's never had a McRib. Wow. I feel like I feel like I should refund your $3 Patreonage for the month, and you can use that to get a McRib. Oh, LS says in Germany they are always available. Wow. God, they tore down that wall and everything flooded in. The best. All right. Bobby Gordon said, I DM'd you this, but I thought I'd repost it here so everything is in an easy place for you. Thank you. Thank you. My Twitter DMs are a disaster area. So, yeah, if you've got a question, you definitely in the Patreon Q&A is the place to go. Hey, Steele, love the show, buddy. I often have heard you talk fondly about Seinfeld on the show, but I somehow missed it in the 90s. Oh, you've missed Seinfeld and the McRib? What were you doing? Anyway, as I know you're a man of good taste, questionable, I thought I should give it a go, and I really enjoyed it. I have a hard time. I can accept people not liking anything I like, including the McRib. My wife detests it. But, come on. Seinfeld. It's if when someone announces they don't like it, it's a real line you're crossing with me. A real line. It is like the essence of what I enjoy in life is Seinfeld. I'm going to have to cop some Seinfeld tonight, I think. Anyway, Bobby continues. I was just wondering what your thoughts are on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and should I give it a go? Keep up the great work, Bobby from Scotland. Thank you, Bobby. Yes. Watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. And the fact that you've watched all of Seinfeld sets you up perfectly. Because in the later series, one of the the Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's a show, like a mockumentary or whatever, about Larry David post his life in Seinfeld. And it does evolve over time greatly. It started off as like an hour stand-up special. Or that's what it was meant to be. But later on in the series, like Jerry Seinfeld's on there playing Jerry Seinfeld. They're all like, Julia Dreyfus is in there playing herself. And one of the storylines for a whole season is they're going to do a Seinfeld reunion. And it's the perfect, most Seinfeld way to do a Seinfeld reunion episode, because you get to see, so in the world of Curb Your Enthusiasm, they make another episode of Seinfeld. And the whole season's about them sort of arguing about what it's going to be about and that. And it's the perfect Seinfeld reunion show. Not actually just doing an episode, but like doing a series about how bad an idea it would be to do a Seinfeld reunion. It's sometimes pop culture just hugs you the way you'd like it. Eric the Clown, played by one Jon Favreau. I've never watched it since Favreau's become a Star Wars guy. So, yeah. Aaron says, hello, Steele. Greetings from Germany. Listen, get a McRib whenever you want, year round. Thanks, Bobby. Josh Chapman, who I think's in the chat as well, I saw for a little bit, down in Melbourne, Australia, who made the opening little Return of the Jedi flippy thing, which someone thought was a spoiler for the season finale of The Mandalorian, which is interesting. Oh, Josh, can you make more? This is an easier way for me to ask you. If you can do other scenes that I love, and then we can have different ones, like we'll mix them around, that'd be fantastic. I know you. If you can fit that amongst the 2 children that you're raising, that would be fantastic, Josh. His question though is, "Hey mate, happy Australian birthday! Thank you." Oh, because I'm in a different time zone. Like yesterday, I was getting all Facebook messages about my birthday from Australian friends and family. And I don't know, as you get older, you don't want your birthday to stretch out for 2 days. It is very nice to hear from everyone though. But, you know. Anyway, Josh Chapman asks, who is now the white whale of returning Star Wars actors to a film series? Feels like everyone could be on the table, living or dead. For me, it's Natalie Portman. Cheers, Josh or Jay. Returning Star Wars actors, the white whale. Let's think.
At least by my calculation.
Think again, Tin Can. If you're looking for work, have a seat, my friend. Name's Toro. Toro Calican. Please.
So there you go. But to answer the question in a way that won't enrage people, Hayden, that was a good one. That's coming. Elijah Neal's feeling it. All right, let me think. Going through. Actors. Natalie Portman would be, that's definitely a white whale. Very hard to get. What I need, Josh, is the context of how, I think she's the hardest person to get that's alive. Living or dead. But it's hard to think of a good way to use her, given that, like, at the age she is now, and like Padme did pass away at the end of Revenge of the Sith. So all the good ones have come back that are likely and fitting with the story. Oh, I'm not thinking outside the box at all. Daisy Ridley. Easily. Daisy Ridley in Star Wars Episode 10. Daisy Ridley. Yes. I don't know. I was going to say I think my prediction will come before yours, Josh, but who knows in this day and age, you know. And she's getting some of those sweet Disney checks via Thor. So, oh my God, I'm getting a lot of text messages. Okay. Thank you, Josh. All right, we'll do one more question. Also, don't forget, this Saturday night. Where is it? Birthday party live stream tomorrow night. I think it's Sunday afternoon if you're in Australia, but we'll have a ton of guests. We'll probably open up the live stream to you guys in the chat, and we're just going to be idiots for a couple of hours, which is hardly surprising, really. So make sure you join us. And if you're on the Patreon, new Star Wars You Buy podcast, Hawes and I going through all the Star Wars news of mid-1983, the release of Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. All right. Thomas Sutton. I'll just do the next one in line. Hi, Steele. Is Thomas Sutton in the chat as well? Elliot says, when someone says they don't like Seinfeld, you kind of just give him the Larry David, okay, and move on with your life. And thank you, Elijah, for picking up on that. Only Steele could bring up the Berlin Wall talk. Only Steele could bring up the Berlin Wall during a talk about Star Wars relating to McRibs. I appreciate that. All righty. I'm not sure if that's a Luke Hoff of podcast has chucked us a sweet pound in the what is it called? The super chat. I always got to say hyper chat. The hyper super chat. Luke says, is it your actual birthday today? Super chat didn't send the message. Okay. Yes, it is my actual birthday in America today, January 15th. Anyway, Thomas Sutton says, hi, Steele. Thanks for always being the Star Wars equivalent of MSG, Madison Square Garden. Oh, dude, I think I'm if anything, and this is complimentary, the ECW arena. That's how I'd like to be. You add that all-important extra kick to the flavor of being a Star Wars fan. Thanks, mate. Here's my question. It's 1985. The dark times have just begun. So I've probably just seen the Battle for Endor in the cinema. And Little Steele is starting to feel the burn of a life with no new Star Wars on the horizon. I got to tell you, I think Little Steele was pretty amped on He-Man at the time. And I have the power. Hey, I'll tell you a thing. January 15th, no idea what year this was in the 80s. But I remember one birthday, I got the He-Man attack track. It's like this red tractor from Eternia that like it went along the ground. Super sick. Harry would have loved that if I held on to it. But actually sold it all in the mid-90s to buy vintage Star Wars toys. So, so I got that for my birthday. And on the same birthday at 2 p.m. on Channel 10, they played the Star Wars Holiday Special. And I was, because I couldn't fathom it working out any other way, I thought my parents organized it for me for my birthday. Maybe the whole thing, the whole show, but definitely the screening. They may have told me that. Liars. Good Star Wars liars are my favorite. So that was quite a birthday. James Waterman says in the super chat, happy early birthday, Steele. I miss your Saturday stream. I'll miss your Saturday stream. Okay, got you. Thanks for keeping a positive space for Star Wars fandom during this crappy year. The hijinks and enthusiasm are for your listeners. In your words, why we do it. Cheers, man. Wow. That was very nice. David Lorenzo says, were you a fan of Thundercats? Thundercats, ho! Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are loose. Oh, never seen it. Silverhawks. I was a big fan of Thunderhawks, but Silverhawks, I think that may have, it just didn't get me. I'm not sure. I know I saw them in Australia, but I'm not sure if it was everywhere. Although David's in Australia, so I believe. All right. The dark times have just begun, and little Steele is starting to feel the burn of life with no new Star Wars on the horizon. You have the ability to appear to yourself as a Force ghost at the age and with the knowledge you have now, in 10 words or less. What would you tell 1985 Steele Saunders about the future of Star Wars? I would be telling him to start buying Star Wars figures that are on sale now. And then any kids that have got them, I actually in the 90s started like chasing down my young friends that I hadn't seen anymore to buy all their vintage. I was remembering people that had big collections when I was little, and I started making some calls, which worked out pretty good. I don't know what I'd tell him. It'd be very hard to conceive. But I don't know. I don't know what I'd tell him about the future of Star Wars. I guess maybe don't get so worried about it in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll come back. Adults lie about the Star Wars films they're going to make. But yeah, I thought I handled it pretty well. And I sort of like the dark times sort of fitted in with like, there was He-Man and stuff, but then like I was a skateboarder and went and did that. And then as I got a bit more, I guess, settled in to what I loved, I always watch Star Wars now and then, but, I think when I got to like 9, I think I was like, and Star Wars was just gearing back up again, I began to get back in it. So in the early 90s. So yeah, I don't know what I'd tell him. Sam says, David Lorenzo says he's in South Texas. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to miscountry you. And Sam Carey says, tell him about Toro. I'll be telling him to get those Plan B skateboard bootleg Star Wars boards they brought out in 1993. I can tell you that much, because they are so hard to get now and probably go for about $2,000 each. There's a full set in Rancho Obi-Wan and in the Santa Cruz board store in Santa Cruz. All right. I'm going to leave the Patreon questions there because I do have to go enjoy some birthday time with the fam. They're ready to go now. LS does have a question that I will try to think about now. How much did you spend on your rarest action figure and what was it? I am not a fan of paying a lot for action figures. I think I paid like $200 or no, maybe it was a lot for a Figure Arts Attack of the Clones Padme. Very hard to find. And I was trying to be a completist. So I think that's probably the most I've ever spent on a Star Wars action figure. And then once the pandemic hit, those babies were straight onto eBay. And I narrowed my Figure Arts focus to, I just collect the Figure Arts, the Japanese sort of Black Series size figures of Luke Skywalker now. So I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a lot. But I was just sort of like, I just want it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for all the birthday messages, including from Mary Reed. Please, if you are around Saturday night in America, Sunday afternoon in Australia, join us. It's going to be super fun. The birthday party live stream, we're going to have a lot of regular guests joining us, and we will probably open up the stream for some live chatters to join us as well. So it's going to be super fun. Hey, thanks. And thanks, everyone, for being a nice part of my life that I would like to share my birthday with you. I really appreciate it. It's super cool. Obey, honor the algorithm, and may that force be with you.